Hello, everybody. MysterySchooler here. Sorry about earlier. I did about 25 minutes presenting and didn't unmute myself again. Actually, I did unmute myself, but I forgot to add myself to the stream. So there we go. Hey, you live and you learn, I guess. It's like the 10th time I've done it, but whatever. Thanks for bearing with me, folks. Today we're covering antique tech towers. And we've gone over antique technology, the possibility of antique technology with divination already. Today we're going to go over towers like Tesla's tower, like obelisks, like the Washington Monument. We're going to see the possibility of
Tesla's tower, like obelisks.
Did our ancestors utilize this technology in a way modern to what, consistent to what we use now, modernly? Of course, the mainstream narrative is no. But we're going to see here that this isn't conspiracy stuff. This is a real science. Harnessing radiant energy from the sky around you. We're just going to jump right into it. Thanks for being here, everybody. Sorry for everybody who came to the last stream. It was just silence. I'm here now. So you guys are probably like, Schooler, what are you talking about, bro? What do you mean towers is technology? Like a cell phone tower? Yeah, kind of. You see on the left here we have, it's called equal potential lines. And this is, these lines show you the amount of energy that's in the air around you. This is how much is available, and it gets higher as you go up higher. See this? And on the right here, we have a wire, piece of copper, a cord, straight up in the air. And you see the higher up it goes, the more energy it gets. So if you were trying to build something around this kind of technology, you wouldn't just have it all exposed like that. You would want it around something around it, right? You'd want something protecting it from weather, from whatever, right? Like your computer doesn't just sit with all the with all the insides just out, right? You have a computer case. It'll probably still work, but you want it in a case to keep it safe, right? It's practical, it makes sense. So if you have a really high up structure, you can harness energy with it. Now here, you've seen this before, guys. We got an obelisk here on the left. All right, we got Enlightened Mank in the house. Oh, thanks so much for being here, brother. I just did 25 minutes. I poured my heart and soul into the presentation and didn't freaking add myself to the stream, bro. Lost all of it. Yeah, Enlightened Mank says ethereal energy. Yes, that's right. Yes, ethereal energy. Bro, I believe ethereal energy is plasma or whatever, is consciousness. Just 100. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but you see these obelisks? And see on the right here, we got the Washington Monument. These are some blueprints or whatever, drawings or whatever for it. They went with a different design, obviously. And also on the top of the right one, they got the 6-sided star. I guess they haven't started using the 7-sided star in this picture. But yeah, so if you have a structure this tall and you have technology inside of it, you can harness energy. Well, what technology, Clara? What are you talking about? You showed me that there's energy in the air around us, but you didn't show me how we could utilize it. You showed me that there's tall buildings and there's air around us. How would we utilize it, though, right? Well, don't worry, guys, because that's why I brought with me patent 685957, the apparatus for utilization of radiant energy. Now, this is attributed to Tesla, but we're not going to dabble too much on it, guys, but I think Tesla might be one of those guys where a bunch of old world tech got attributed to him. So That's why it's like, wow, Tesla invented everything. No, they had a whole bunch of stuff they had to say someone invented it, because it's all old world stuff they're trying to hide. So they're like, Tesla, 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 Tesla. That's just a thought. Anywho, see on the right, this is how you gather energy from the air and the sky around you. The higher up you go, the more you get. See in the drawing on the right, it's important the ground. See the grounding? They even drew dirt and everything. See, to let you know. See, it has to be grounded. If it's not grounded, I believe that it has to have amplitude. You can't increase your electric potential without amplitude. So the bigger your ground pull is, the more radiant energy you can gather. And this is why people heal with earthing. I don't know if you guys know about earthing or grounding. Yeah, just laying on bare dirt, living soil. It's good for you. It's good for your body. Look it up. There's a whole documentary about it. But anyways, yeah, so this inside of a tower would pull enormous amounts of energy. And this is just what we have, available to us to see. This is like the best I could tell you. So this technology is possible, is what I'm saying. And, it's utilized today. So now that we covered all that, we can get into the interesting stuff like this. Here we have the city of Bologna, folks. Bologna. And yeah, that's a lot of towers, huh? So if each of these towers is pulling down radiant energy, it's utilizing technology like I just showed you, like we just went over, right? If that similar technology to that is inside of these towers, we have an enormous energy source going here. Guys, you'll notice some of these towers are leaning over and stuff, and they like to tell us in the narrative, like with the Leaning Tower of Pisa, for example. Oh, that's because they're so silly, our ancestors. You know them, building towers here and there. Oh, they fall over. Oh, silly ancestors. No, I think in reality we're seeing a soil displacement, or yeah, I think that's the term. It's when there's like earthquakes and cataclysms, like flooding, when the earth below moves, but not an earthquake entirely. It's interesting, but you see a lot of it in these pockets of survival from whatever cataclysm happened, whenever. As you probably noticed, I don't throw a lot of dates out there because we've been lied to on so many levels. I can't even begin to tell you, like, how can we use dates when we've been lied to from the start? Like, we have no point of reference. What good is a date with no point of reference, right? How old do you want me to tell you this stuff is, dude? I don't know. Like what it says on the picture, that's okay. I don't want to lie to you guys. But yeah, so basically it's like we all have our Wi-Fi routers and stuff, right? We all have our tech in our houses, right? You all want that. Well, they got this, maybe each neighborhood had their own little tower and you can connect to that, right? You got your Wi-Fi. Now, what I really think they did was you combine this technology with hydrotherapy. You combine ethereal energy with water, I'm pretty sure you got healing. Like almost 100% sure you got healing. So, if this kind of thing's connected to your bath and your drinking water and things like that, yeah, hydrotherapy via radiant energy. Interesting stuff. Oh, and Lightning Mank says, the thing is, was Tesla a real man? Yeah, I agree 100, bro. I think he's like a made up character attributed to all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because video recording technology existed as he existed, and there is no video footage of him anywhere. Why? Was Tesla made up to hide old Tartarian technology? Yeah, 100. Thank you, brother. You summarized that for me much better than I could have. Yes. Tesla was made up to hide old Tartarian technology. Yeah, I agree with that 100, bro. Yeah, I think you're onto something there big time. So we're hitting on some major truth here tonight, folks. We got Lightning Mank in the house. Yeah, guys, this tech could be utilized into these towers. We got a few new viewers, so I'm going to go back a few slides. These are the equal potential lines. to gather energy from the sky. These are ancient, giant structures we find all over the place, right? Well, not that one on the right, but okay. Here's the patent for how that would work in basic terms, right? I guess. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's really not that complicated. Tall structure, pull down, grounded, tall structure, metals, pulls the energy down. You can use electrostatic motor to create actual electricity with it, like how we use it. I guess the best way I could summarize it is this is like longitudinal energy, and what we use is like latitudinal and like acid and stuff, like for batteries and stuff. That's acid inside that, you know, which is cool, but it's all temporary. This stuff is clean. It's limitless. Guys, they don't want us having this because I'm pretty sure if you put this stuff through your body in a small enough scale, you can heal yourself. That's the shit they don't want out there. Anywho, getting way off topic again. Yeah, so could of this have been technology like that, guys? What do you think? Move on to the next slide. Yeah, here we got Wardenclyffe Tower. This is like one of the only pictures of Tesla you'll see, allegedly, right? But yeah, people are like, you know, Schooler, you and your conspiracy theories. I'm like, bro, like what? My straight hard science and pictures? Like, what do you, it's on black and white on screen. Like, what do you want from me, man? Like, we utilize this stuff in modern tech today. So when I see ancient tower, when I see all these old towers and all these giant, tall, over the top structures, it's not because our ancestors like tall ceilings, you know? I think they were utilizing this in some way. All right, we got Starry Lost and Found in the house, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It says hello, everybody. Oh, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Yeah, Starry, we're getting pretty deep down the rabbit hole here. Just bear with us. Look at the energy you can harness from towers, huh? No conspiracy here, folks. The only conspiracy is that we've been lied to or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. People think like, oh, he had his tower, but he just had his lab up there. It's like, what? It's funny when you try to tell people this stuff who have no research into the subject at all, and they just want to like tell you no or that you're crazy. It's like, dude, I'm not inventing radiant techno energy, dude. Like, how do you think Tesla got all this? He just likes to be in the tower because he's a creeper or whatever. He just likes to look down on everybody in his tower, all creeper. No, dude, because it's an important part of the technology. So when I see stuff like this, okay, is this starting to click for anybody? Here's a drawing of a depiction of what we just saw an actual photo of. What do you guys think? Everybody really, I mean, the mainstream narrative is that they like towers and everybody had a tower because they're easy to make and they could watch people and they could shoot arrows from them and all this stuff. But I'm looking at Manhattan or something over here is what I see. This is the city of Bologna, guys. These are the ancient towers of Bologna or whatever. So I'm seeing skyscrapers. But and don't get me to start scaling this stuff because those 2-story houses are like what 4 or 5 times smaller than those towers. Some of the smaller towers there. So if this had radiant gathering technology inside of them, I'm seeing computers. I don't know. Someone help. Marker 113 says safety from bears. Exactly, dude. You could climb the tower and the bears. You know what? Never mind. I'm actually going to cancel the stream because he's right. That's funny, Marker. Yeah, dude. The bears could get you back then. So that must be what the towers are for. Yeah, I think you combine this with hydrotherapy, you got healing, guys. That's why there's so many of them. I don't think these are just individual power sources for like everybody's house or whatever. I don't think this is everybody's Wi-Fi router. You know what I'm saying? This is like there's more purpose to this. I mean, this would generate a ton of energy. We're talking like science fiction stuff, you know. Like this is nuts, man. I don't understand how I used to look at this stuff and think, oh yeah, old. Like yeah, it's old, but simple? No, advanced, bro. So I know we're moving kind of fast here, guys, but we're throwing down some deep concepts quick. And I appreciate you all for bearing with me. So the Earth is like a big machine, you know, like the sky's a big clock, right? The constellations are like a big clock. And the rest of the Earth is like a machine as well. And that includes the ground. Why do you think they call Earth and ground and earthing and stuff in that electronics? Because that's just what it is, you know. The ground is green for a reason. Vegetation that's just hit by the sun, flat vegetation especially, usually turns out green. You know, what a coincidence. Did you know the color in circuit boards is significant to the design? It actually does matter, the material. Yeah, it's a trip, dude. So it's significant. Yeah, exactly. Marker 113 reminds me of a forest. That's why when you look down on some of these metropolis cities we have, especially like Vatican and stuff, Vatican City, you can see the layout, how much it looks like a machine. I think our ancestors understood that the Earth was a circuit board, and they made architecture similar to how we make pieces on circuit boards today, you know, like a motherboard. They utilize radiant technology through the ground and through the sky, you know, and it's cleaner, it's safer, it's more powerful, it's limitless. And I think that's why they keep it from us, because you can't really charge someone for something that's just tectonic, you know, self-powering. And really think of how something could be tectonic in the first place. How is all this so much technology self-powering? Oh, it's self-powering. What? You know? Yeah, because it's utilizing the energy around it. It's the structure is the energy source. It's anyways, yeah. So architecture, this concept of architecture as components, electronic components on the Earth, interesting stuff. So now that you've grasped that, again, we're moving kind of quick here. So it's a circuit board. So, you know, could the circuit board be overloaded? Huh? We're live, folks. Thanks for being here. Getting mystery schoolered over here. On the left, we have the Grand Canyon, you know. It's pretty consistent around the world. How canyons look, how rivers look, how, you know. That's how the Earth looks. I feel bad at even just having to put a picture of it. But there it is, right? That's what it looks like. On the right, we got electricity through wood. And you see the wood's being burned because there's too much electricity moving through it, right? It's an overload electricity moving through the wood. Yes, and it makes this. Doesn't it look a lot like the rivers and canyons and valleys to the left here? I would say like identical, like exactly. So if our ancestors were utilizing the Earth as a circuit board, did they overload it possibly? This is a deep concept. All right, everybody. We got a special guest in the house, very special guest, my dear friend Truth Loops. What's up, brother? Good to hear from you, man. It's late at night for you. What time is it over there in Texas, man? Shoot, it's like almost 1 a.m. over there. Really appreciate you coming, man. Atlantic Mank says, Mother Earth motherboard circuit board, as above so below, microcosm of the macrocosm or fractal universe. I'm so glad you found my channel, bro. Thank you. You gave some good comments tonight. Yeah, the micro is the macro, the macro is the micro, the omega, the alpha is the omega, right? Yeah, it's all one, my friend. Fractal universe. Oh yeah, I've heard that before. Truth Loop says, hello, beautiful soul surfers. Great to have you, man. Truth Loop says, I'm glad to be here, MysterySchooler. It's 12:40. Yeah, it's 12:48 over there in Texas. Bro, I love presenting so much, but the kids are so loud during the day that I had to come on late at night. I wasn't sure if anyone would be on, but we got 5 watching right now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've only got a few slides left on this presentation, but if the crowd's going to stick around, I'll just keep rolling. I got more content to put out, so we'll just keep rolling. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, if the Earth's like a circuit board, it could be overloaded. Isn't this trippy out, you guys? So I'm going somewhere with this, so bear with me, okay? I know it's ridiculous. Bear with me, okay? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys this too. Here's some art. Yeah, these guys burn wood into the electricity into the wood. I'm not sure what channel this is from, bro. I'm sorry, I feel bad to say that, but I just typed in burn electricity through wood in Google Images, and this came up. Yeah, I'm not sure who this is from. Hey, you too, Loops. You rock, brother. Starry's Lost and Found says here in Iowa too. 12:48 there too in Iowa. Oh, and Lion to Mank wins though. It's 5:50 a.m. over there. Nice try, everybody. All the way from the UK. All right, brother. You rock, man. Truth Loop says, love you, bro. Always good content. Thanks, man. I try. You know I try. I definitely spend enough time thinking about this shit. You know that. Yeah, what do you guys think? People make art out of stuff. I thought it was really cool. But look how much it looks like lightning. Do we have a plasma discharge event in our past? Major plasma discharge? We're going to get into some Bible quotes after this. They're pretty similar to this topic. The image on the right, the person had it posted, they're selling it as art, and they had it posted sideways, you know? And I thought that was interesting because I twisted the image, like, look, it looks like a tree this way, right? And like an upside down tree. Like, I thought that was cooler, but whatever. Yeah. It's all abstract, right? It's a trip. I'm not claiming that's what trees are either, guys. I'm just saying that looks like a tree. I think that's what rivers and canyons and valleys, that's why I think that is right there. Trees are dendrites, but that's another topic, a very, very long topic for another day. Yeah, so again, for anyone who's new to the stream, just joining now, on the left we have equal potential lines, and the higher you go up, the more voltage is in the air around you. This is based on Richard Hyman's work, Nobel Peace Prize winner, physicist. And he says it goes as high as 31 miles, which I thought was interesting because some people claim that the containment goes as high as 31 miles. So if this is the case, how much do you think the Tower of Babel, that's still on the right over there, would pull down? I mean, if this math is correct at all, which it is, we use for modern stuff today, what the hell do you think that on the right must have pulled down, huh? I mean, the example on the left, we're using a copper wire sticking out of the ground. On the right, we're talking about like a megalithic structure, probably made of conductive material that's also heavily grounded. Like I quiver to think about the power that thing could have had, dude. So, and I mean, there's some form of, we were punished for whatever happened to the Tower of Babel. We were punished. That much is clear. So, what do you guys think? Starry Lost and Found says, good night. I'll rewatch when I'm more awake tomorrow. Interesting so far. Oh, I appreciate you for coming. Thanks. Yeah, hang in there. It's a really deep topic. I mean, this is definitely not like an intro level video for anybody on this stuff, but I appreciate you for hanging in there. Thanks, Starry Lost and Found. Thanks for the support. Oh, all right. We got Isabella Live in the house. Thanks, Isabella Live 2.0 in the house. Thank you. I have engines atop the walls of Jerusalem to ward off other cities and shoot multiple arrows. They built engines. Whoa, that sounds deep. To ward off other cities, yeah. and shoot multiple arrows. They built engines. Yeah. Wow. Engines. Okay. Damn. The Enlightened Mank says, Google old oil painting from 1800 called John Martin Le Pandemonium Louvre, Paradise Lost. Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, it's badass. It shows the buildings melting and the roads are lava. Google has the photo if you would like to show it. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to copy paste the name of that, and I'm going to put that in my our next mystery chat in Lion Bank, because I'm in Google Slides right now. I have no place to. I start lagging out every time I mess with this thing, so I'm just not going to screw with it right now, to be 100 with you. Yeah, again, how much electricity do you think this bad boy could pull down? Enough to overload the board, making the flood necessary to save the earth? Do we force the Lord's hand? I don't know. Truth Loop says, watch the movie Mortal Engines. It shows the entire cities as engines. Mortal Engines. Okay, cool. Copy paste. I take all this stuff down, guys. Don't think I'm always watching. I'm a creeper. I watch everything you guys say. Always. I'll make content about it. Mortal Engines. Cool. Thanks, brother. Yeah, Psalms 975 says, the hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. Now, if you ask me, plasma is consciousness. And that's what's above the containment above our heads, whatever you want to call it. Some call it the dome, some call it the atmosphere, whatever. We got plasma, like pure plasma up there, you know. So if you use something like the Tower of Babel to ground that energy to the planet, I could see how something like a circuit board overload could be possible. And that would explain the widespread meltage and devastation we see all over the surface of our planet. Oh, yeah. Marker 113 says, gotta creep. Yep. The Lion Mank says, Vimana is a levitating castle that uses mercury technology. Yeah, I've heard of Vimana. Mm-hmm. Very, very interesting stuff. Very interesting. Yeah, there's like, they don't even look like they would fly at all. You know, they're still around today, like just laying around, just like, you know, obviously like, you know, messed up because it's like super old, but those Vimana things are still around. Like, they look like they wouldn't fly at all, but there's tons of depictions, ancient depictions of these Vimana flying around. It reminds me of that old Disney movie Atlantis. Marker 113 says, sorry, just watch the other guy's movie. Yeah, Vimana, dude, I don't know. That stuff trips me out. It's in the Ramayana, it's in the Mahabharata. Interesting stuff. And that goes between multiple cultures too, whatever you want to call it. The floating castles, you know, and we see it in pop culture today too, like Final Fantasy. You know, the airships will be like just straight up like a boat, right? Like an old style wooden boat, and then like a propeller at the front of it, and it just flies. You know, like obviously it would just like never fly from that propeller, right? But it just flies. It reminds me of the Vimana very much. So, was the Earth overloaded? Was the circuit board of the Earth overloaded? Did we have a wide-scale plasma discharge event that melted the surface? So we have pockets of survival we can still see today. This picture is one of my favorite examples of this. Now, the mainstream narrative will tell you, oh, you know, they needed to survive. They came to these mountains and they chiseled out homes, and they chiseled out temples. Which, okay, I mean, it's totally insane, but fine. If that's what you want to believe, fine. Okay. I don't like to make whole statements, guys. You know, only a Sith deals in absolutes, so I'm not going to tell you what is or what isn't on this channel. You know, you believe whatever the hell you want. But I'm just going to tell you right now. The mainstream narrative is that they come to these buildings, these mountains, and they chisel into the mountain, okay? And they made these. What I'm trying to say right now is that this whole mountain you're looking at here was the structure, is all one structure, was melted very badly in whatever event happened. And you're looking at the little pieces that didn't get melted, little pockets of survival, okay? That's what I think we're looking at here. If you really look closely, you can actually see it. I mean, this isn't the only example, guys. There are entire channels devoted to this. There are entire documentaries that are devoted to this topic. It's interesting. So we've got 5 in the chat right now. Thanks for being here, everybody. Got a little Bible verse for you. Yeah, marker 113 says it can't be unseen. Yeah, exactly. Once you see this, it can't be unseen. It's just I can't go hiking anymore in peace. Like, I can't do anything in peace anymore. I just see it everywhere now. It's either a melted castle or a giant corpse or something. And it's crazy because when you realize this, it's like, well, what is mining then, right? Like, what are they doing when they're mining for stuff? They're just looting an old castle? Well, that actually makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Oh yeah, the Enlightened Mank says, Chrono Trigger has sky levitating cities. The story of the game says the ancient Enlightened ones created the technology because they advanced. Yeah, I remember that part of the game was cool. I think it's called Antiquity. Yeah, that's Magus's origin, right? Yeah, Magus is just a little kid, and you go to Antiquity, and it shows advanced civilization before modern times that utilized too much technology and caused their own devastation. Summoned Lavos, the Destroyer. Yeah, man, I love me some Chrono Trigger, bro. Don't even get me started on fiction, man. I'll go all night. Yeah, exactly. It's their technology that really did us in, right? Because I don't think Lavos would have been able to come to the surface without their help, the Empress's help. Yeah, we got 2 Peter 3:10, 12 through 12. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. And the works therein that are therein shall be burned up. Is this clicking for anybody? Right? So this is the last slide on this presentation, guys. But we got an okay crowd going. You guys want me to keep going? I got more content just on different subjects. I could read some out to you.